Yep, it's cold out here.
Straight perp. Open up my forehead and proceed to drop bombs like it's nothing to it. Keep the fluid moving, swaying like Johnny Quid in the intro to rock and roller. I control.
Okay, so I don't know which one it is yet, so I'm gonna cut and look at this footage and figure out which brake light's out. Alright, so we have a burned out bulb on the passenger side on the outer bulb. So I'm gonna go ahead and change that. I already have a bulb in the trunk since the last time one went out, and they come in sets of 2s. Alright, so I found a bulb and some bulb grease, and if you don't use bulb grease, I highly recommend it because when I first got this car, one of the bulbs on the driver's side, I want to say the inside one, but I can't remember anymore, continuously went out over and over again. And I think I went through like 3 bulbs before I put on bulb grease on the third one, and I still have that one in there a year later. So bulb grease definitely can help, especially if like maybe moisture was getting in there. I really don't know what was causing it to go out, but like I said, the bulb grease seems to have solved the problem. So replacing a bulb is really easy, so let's just get right into it. Pull the old one out, and so for removing the bulb, we're going to remove this little interior panel.
Show the booth with one fell swoop. I'm moving to get all crash down like the terror tower. I could devour the darkness in this world, and we're solid. I would never later. Either way, I might have to. So don't let me catch you outside of the lighthouse when I write. Can you see me through the barrel in the plate? I take flight like white doves after somebody dies, and right like any minute I might, but we all know better. I rise like burnt feathers, barely tethered to a phoenix if I ever.
So you can see this bulb is kind of black. This is the culprit bulb here, and the one next to it's also kind of black. So I imagine it will be going out soon, but I don't have 2 bulbs right now. So this is the only one I'm going to be replacing, but it's really easy to get to it. So you might not have had a good angle on what I was just doing. So let me try to move the camera in there and show you. So the bulbs go, let's see if it'll focus, there's one that goes there, one that goes there, and you can see it's kind of black too, but that one is still currently working. So this little harness here will clip right into this here. No, it's hard to see, but it just clips right in and it'll pop right in and out. And so we'll replace that bulb in that socket, put it right back in there, and hopefully that will be the end of that. And guys, by the way, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I'm sorry the car is so filthy. I hate seeing it like this. It's just been raining and then snowing and then cold and hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to the channel. Will coming at you with another video. If you need help changing your brake light in this BMW E90 generation, that's exactly how you do it. I'm 100% sure that it's the same for all LCI models. It might even be the same for the pre-LCIs, but don't go quoting me on that because I've never looked at a pre-LCI's brake light assembly. Anyway, so we're gonna clean my mass airflow sensor today. So I got this CRC mass airflow sensor cleaner from O'Reilly's Auto Parts, just is the only kind they had. So we're just gonna clean the mass airflow sensor. This thing says 4 to 10 wheel horsepower gains just from cleaning your mass airflow sensor. I think that assumption is that your mass airflow sensor is absolutely filthy if you're gonna gain that much power from it, but we're gonna test those claims. I'm just hoping maybe MPG picks up a little bit. Also, ever since I've had the car, it kind of gives a rough start, a cold start, and sometimes on warm starts too. Like it just kind of shakes a little bit, and I've looked for answers to this. The forums, they basically said welcome to having an N52. They do it. It's no big deal. So you know, maybe that'll help. This will help with that. Since I've owned the car, it seems to do it less and less, to be 100% honest about that. So I really don't know if this will have any impact whatsoever on that. And then also in a previous video, I mentioned that my car did cut off in traffic one time, and one of the most common responses I received from people was to clean my mass airflow sensor. So that's the main reason I'm doing this. So yeah, let's get right into it. Let's clean this sensor, and I'm gonna take you along the way and show you just how to do it. Okay, so on the 328i and 330 and 325, your mass airflow sensor is on the back of the airbox right here. So if you have a US spec airbox, it'll be a little easier to access just because the airbox isn't so big. There are two ways to go about this. Now you can just remove the entire airbox, which I'm hoping I don't have to do, but I'm not sure with this airbox it might be required. But there's two Torx bolts, and I'm not 100% sure what size they are, but I'll put some text down on the screen here so you can know, but I'm gonna go ahead and guess T25. And we'll just undo those two and pull the mass airflow sensor out and disconnect it right here from this clip just using a pick tool. So hopefully that will be as easy as I just made it sound.
If I ever ended up on Genius, there's a good chance to worship me way more than a genius. I would say it's in my genes, but I'm conquered up like I'm going overseas. And about face, tonight I'm in a place, so it's best if demons give me space or get erased. I'm laced like these.
Alright, so this is a mass airflow sensor now, and these are incredibly fragile, so be very careful with them. Now, don't know how well the camera is going to pick this up. Let's see if it'll focus. You can see stuff on this mass airflow sensor, so definitely needs to be cleaned. Now, you can't touch this, you've got to be really careful, but I'm going to go ahead and spray this. The bottle actually recommends that you do this every time you change or clean your air filter. Now, that might just be so they can sell more cleaner, I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and clean this and just reverse the process of taking it out to put it back in. Drench this thing.
My best morning would be before you face me, you better visit in hell. Let me open up my forehead. Yeah. Let me open up my forehead.
Alright guys, I used about half a can on this thing. I'm sure that's plenty more than enough. So now the next step is just to let it dry. Now it says on the bottle it dries in seconds, but I'm just going to wait till this puddle that's on the ground here dries up, because once that dries, I'll know that what's on the mass airflow sensor is dried. So I'm going to go put this in like a dish upstairs and just wait a few minutes. Alright guys, so I got the mass airflow sensor back on in there, so you can see right, well, maybe you can, yeah, you can see right there. So it's back in, same process as taking it out, just in reverse. So now we start the car and make sure we didn't ruin the mass airflow sensor, because if we did, then this becomes a whole lot more expensive than the cleaner. So, let's see what happens. Well, there's no more codes for the light, and we don't have any service engine soon or check engine, any of that stuff. So I would go ahead and venture to say that this was successful. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Like I said, brake light, mass airflow sensor cleaning. I'll report back in the video. I'll mention if this improved my gas mileage or anything like that. Obviously, I'm not going to go drive around for hours to see if this helped my gas mileage out at all. But I'll reset the trip thing. And after I've driven, 100 miles, 150 miles, I'll mention in the next video or the video after that how much this helped, if at all. Anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new for more great E90 content, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.